Live from central Pennsylvania, this is CBS 21 News at 5.
2 weeks, hundreds of officers, and the search finally over. Convicted murderer Danilo Cavalcante has been captured. Tonight, the Chester County community able to take a breath of relief.
Our nightmare is finally over and the good guys won.
Tonight, how this search came to an end, the role one-legged, four-legged friend had played, and where Cavalcante goes next. And it's not back to the Chester County Prison. And right now, a standoff in York County just coming to an end after a murder-suicide. You are looking live at the scene where police have been for hours today. Several schools on alert. We're going to tell you how it started and ended. But first.
Good morning. Hi, we're with CBS 21.
I'll chat with you afterwards, okay?
Okay, we just want to see if you have any answer to any of the charges that you're facing.
Yep, I'll chat with you in a second, okay?
Okay.
Our top story tonight, a CBS 21 Project PA exclusive. The 3 Adams County CYS workers appearing in court today. Our cameras were there as all 3 arrived and left in Gettysburg. We were trying to ask them questions. They've been charged with felony child endangerment in connection to the death of Iris Mummert. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jasmine Brooks. It's 5 o'clock. Now, this case put the spotlight on Adams County CYS, and we're still trying to get answers on what's being done to protect children. We have team coverage for you tonight. Our Elise Person was at the Adams County Commissioners meeting asking them about that. But we're going to start tonight with CBS 21's Jessica Babb, who was at the preliminary hearings for the CYS employees.
Adams County CYS workers waived their preliminary hearing, meaning their cases will now be heard in the Court of Common Pleas. For the last 6 weeks, we've been asking for answers, and today we finally heard from 2 of their attorneys who say there's more to the story than what the court docs allege. Good morning. Hi, we're with CBS 21.
I'll chat with you afterwards, okay?
Okay, we just want to see if you have any answer to any of the charges that you're facing.
Yep, I'll chat with you in a second, okay?
3 Adams County CYS workers facing felony child endangerment charges in court. Clarissa Kiesling, Sherry DePasqua, and Stephen Murphy. Court docs accuse them of mishandling Iris Mummert's case and dismissing concerns about her reunification. Are you willing to do any kind of interviews?
Not today.
We just want to know, what your response to the court docs are.
There'll be a later date and time for sure whether it's discussion, but thank you.
So no response today?
Not today, thanks.
We tried talking to all of them to get their side of the story. Clarissa Kiesling and her attorney didn't want to talk. I just wanted to see if you had any response to the allegations against you and the charges that you're facing. Is there anything that you might want to say regarding Iris Mummert's case and some of the concerns that were dismissed? Steve Murphy, do you have anything that you want to say to address the allegations? None of the accused CYS workers would talk to us, but Stephen Murphy and Sherry DePasqua's attorneys did. I know the court docs that we have been given from the grand jury presentment have a lot of allegations about Murphy as well as the others disregarding and dismissing some of the concerns about Iris Mummert's reunification. What is your response to that?
It's tough for me to make an intelligent response because, like you said, there's simply allegations. I haven't seen any of the court paperwork that would have been presented at those proceedings.
Can you say if any of them are founded, or time will tell?
Time will tell. I mean, I believe that time will show that we've only been presented with a portion of the evidence, and I am confident that once we have a full opportunity to see the full picture, that this scenario will change.
Sherry DePasqua's attorney says the same thing.
I think there's going to be an entirely different picture, and we're hopeful that 12 jurors in Adams County will see that side of the story as well. Sherry grew up in the foster system until she was a toddler. Her and her husband have fostered children. For 20 years, she's dedicated her service to the vulnerable children in this community. We intend to vigorously defend the accusation that she knowingly endangered any child.
Both attorneys I spoke with say they're still waiting to get all of the documents and information surrounding this case. All 3 CYS workers are expected to be back in court on October 16th. And of course, we'll be there and we'll keep you posted as this case develops. In Adams County tonight, Jessica Babb, CBS 21 News.
The charges filed against Sherry DePasqua, Clarissa Kiesling, and Stephen Murphy were the culmination of a year-long investigation by the Adams County District Attorney. It all started February 12, 2019, when Iris Mummert was born at 27 weeks. According to court documents, she was born with cocaine, opiates, and THC in her system. On February 28th, Iris and her sister were put in foster care. Mummert's foster family had expressed concerns about the girl's biological mother that the DA says were dismissed. And they weren't the only ones. September 12th, October 28th, November 15th, and November 20th of 2019, different service providers working with the family outlined concerns with Adams County CYS. Court documents showing they worried Felicia Ellis's parenting skills weren't where they needed to be. Also in November of 2019, an evaluation was presented to ACCYS, noting that Ellis could put the children's health and safety at risk. However, according to court documents, DePasqua directed those results be thrown out and not presented in court. Even with all of those concerns, on February 27, 2020, a year after Iris was born, she was reunited with her birth mother. Now we fast forward a few months to May 21st, 2020. That's when ACCYS received a Childline referral from someone saying Ellis was drinking and passed out at a party with her kids 5 days prior. According to court documents, a caseworker went to Ellis's home that night, and they say they didn't find anything at the time. The next day, May 22nd, 2020, a review hearing in Iris's case was held and the Childline call not mentioned. 1 week later, May 29th, 2020, Iris Mummert was rushed to the hospital after being shaken by her mother. Iris died 2 days later. Felicia Ellis was charged and pled guilty to third-degree murder, with court documents saying she admitted that she was frustrated and wanted a few minutes to herself. All of that leading to the investigation and the charges filed on August 1st this year. We have also been asking Adams County Commissioners questions about what is next for CYS. CBS 21's Elise Person was at today's meeting, pressing for answers, and continues our team coverage.
Today was the third time CBS 21 crews attended an Adams County Commissioners meeting where we asked if there was any additional reviews going into the county's CYS system since the arrest of those 3 individuals, and those county commissioners are sticking to their answers.
We just wanted to pop up and continue asking you guys just a quick question if there's any additional reviews going into Adams County CYS right now.
Well, as I said last time, I'll repeat myself, that the safety and welfare of our children in Adams County is, and will be paramount at all times. That's what I said last time.
So would it be fair to say maybe there's no additional reviews right now?
That's my quote. That's my comment.
Okay, and just kind of going off the heels of those arrests, how are you guys continuing to protect children? Could you go into that?
That's our comment.
At the last commissioners meeting back on August 23rd, the commissioners gave us the same exact answer, that the safety and welfare of children in Adams County is and continues to be a priority, but did not go into detail into how they are protecting children. At Wednesday's meeting, Solicitor Molly Mudd wasn't present, but at that August 23rd meeting, she told CBS 21 crews off camera that there is more to the story, but she can't talk about legal matters. However, she did say that she would do an interview once she is able to. And with the answer still unclear as to if Adams County is taking any further reviews into their children and youth services, we will continue to relentlessly press for answers. Until then, we have submitted a number of right-to-know requests, those requests pending under a 30-day extension. Once we hear back from the county, though, we'll be sure to let you know. In Adams County, Elise Person, CBS 21 News.
Elise, thank you. And if you know a case that we need to take a closer look into, please call the Project PA Children in Crisis tip line. That number is on your screen, 717-857-3613. Calls for help in York County before a murder-suicide. A man barricaded in his home, forcing a Dover community to shelter in place. The school is also going into a keep-out condition as a result, as the man took a woman hostage. CBS 21's Andrea Snowdy live in Dover with more on this situation.
Jasmine, behind me, you can see police are still actively investigating what they confirm was a murder-suicide, the man taking his own life when police moved in.
A shot was heard from within inside the residence and about 2:20, 2:25 this afternoon. The tactical team immediately made entry to the home, both from the front and the rear. Found the female deceased, an adult female deceased, on the landing between the second and third floor, and found the male suffering from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
Just after 8:30 this morning, officers called to 4101 Strawbridge Court, where they found a man and woman barricaded inside. Police surrounded the home. As they say, the suspect continued to make threats to himself and the female hostage. Then officers made entry to the home after hearing a gunshot, finding the woman deceased on the second floor and the suspect fatally shot on the third floor.
It doesn't happen here. Nothing like this happens here. We're a very close-knit community. We all help each other out, work together. This is stuff you see on the news, not in your neighborhood.
The exact motive and relationship between the suspect and the female hostage is still under investigation. For CBS 21 News, I'm Andrea Snowdy.
Thank you, Andrea. Now, a second murder-suicide is also under investigation in York County, involving the secretary of Codorus Township. Police say they were called to Schaefer's Church Road just before 10 last night. When they arrived, they found April and David Rebine. And officials say April was found outside of the home, David inside. He died from suicide. What led to the shooting is still under investigation. In a statement, Codorus Township officials say the office will be closed until further notice.
Subject is in custody. Repeating, subject is in custody.
Major developments tonight in Chester County. As you heard there, convicted murderer Danilo Cavalcante is back in police custody. We've been following him throughout the day as he is now at SCI Phoenix, a maximum security prison in Montgomery County. He's been arraigned on charges of felony escape. That's in addition to the murder conviction. This is his brand new booking photo just into the CBS 21 newsroom. The search for Cavalcante went on for 2 weeks. It involved 500 state police, U.S. Marshals, and Border Patrol agents. He was located in a wooded area of South Coventry Township.
I hope taxpayers take pride in this. They invest in public safety, and as a result, we were able to put those assets to use and capture this killer without incident.
And here's how they did it this morning. State police say around 1 a.m., a drug enforcement agency plane picked up a heat signal. Teams converged on that area, but the plane had to leave because of storms. They held that area for several hours until the plane came back around 8 a.m. They spotted a heat signature again, and it was a Border Patrol dog that tackled and subdued Cavalcante using the element of surprise.
No one was injured as a result of that. Excuse me. He did sustain a minor bite wound. We had medical personnel at the scene, and they took a look at that. Cavalcante was, as I said, taken into custody.
This was the escape that started it all. Cavalcante will not be returning here to the Chester County Prison. Authorities say they have already started making changes to bolster security. CBS 21 has been following this story from the beginning. You can learn more about how this manhunt finally came to an end on our website. Just search Cavalcante.